February? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
What made you want to like go from like, okay, this is just a project with my grandma to I'm gonna turn this into like a side hustle?
Into a side hustle. Yeah. I don't. I think it was just at the moment things that I was seeing on social. I'm like, this could really work. I think people would be intrigued with all these kinds of different things happening to a donut.
Right.
You know. I think that's what it was. I said, you know what, this could work. This could work, and it definitely did. When I was doing it in Santa Barbara, every day I would get
Every day
orders.
you were getting orders.
wow.
Every day, yeah.
Yeah, I remember like there was a time, I think it was like a little bit pre-COVID.
I think it was like 2020 now.
Or yeah, maybe
you're
it
getting
was
the-
2020. That I remember, dude. I would see post after post.
Yeah.
And you'd be getting like orders and like.
Yeah.
I think the first time I tried it, your wife Maribel, she told me about it, and I was like, oh okay, like yeah, let's see if we can try them out. And I tried them out, and I was like, oh man, like there's like an array of different types.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I forgot which one I tried. I think it was one of the cereal ones.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that one's weird. Like, I never thought of that. And I tried it. I'm like, oh, man, these things are good. And then at the time, I think you had made them a little bit bigger. Or at least the one that I got was like extra big.
Okay.
And I tried it. And I was like, oh, man, like, dude, this thing is like, this is actually, this is better than Krispy Kreme for sure.
Yeah.
And then it's funny. You say that because, I might sound biased, right? But when I eat the donuts that I make, you know, when you eat the regular donuts, you get like this immediately right after. You get this feeling of like just chugging some water or
Yeah.
I don't
like,
even know what it
you're
is.
thirsty
It's
because
thirsty.
of like
Yeah. I don't-
whatever the
how
ingredients
sweet it
are. or
is,
something
maybe
like
I
that.
don't
Yeah.
know. But with these, I don't. You know, I don't get that. I don't get that sensation or whatever, that feeling.
Yeah, I want to say that
And
that
it's bad because that makes me want to eat more.
with at the party that you pretty much catered, that was the same thing. When I had one of the Oreo ones, I wasn't like, oh yeah, I could go with some milk. I was like, oh dude, I can go for another one instead of like, oh, I need something to like chug it down.
Chug it down.
Because I know I've been to like Krispy Kreme. You get some of the regular glazed ones. You eat that and it's like, oh, I need like coffee or something to like wash it down because it's almost like too much sugar.
Yeah.
Where versus yours, it's like you compensate it with like that cinnamon or a different ingredient or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Do you still like? Is it just you by yourself now, or do you still do it with your like?
Oh, that's
your
actually what I
grandparents?
was gonna say. So when we moved over here, when my family and I bought the house over here in Port Hueneme, I tried doing it still, but I was at the time I was commuting still
Oh, right,
Santa
over
Barbara?
there.
to Santa Barbara. Yeah. So it did. I just couldn't put the same amount of effort. You know.
Right.
And people would message me or DM me or whatever and
For some more donuts.
for some more donuts. And it was just really hard to
No, for sure.
to get them
Right.
back. all
Oh,
the
yeah,
way.
that's true, 'cause
I was
not only did
commuting
you have
for
to, like-
work, coming back, making them, and then
then
had to go back.
go
over
back,
there.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it was just too much. It was too much. So, and then COVID hit, and I
That messed everybody up too.
yeah, and I used that as an excuse, and just from there I got lazy. Up until recently, actually, your sister, she reached out and she's like, "Hey, can you do the party?"
Cater, yeah.
I want to say that was probably one of the first times that I got back in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna
That's
ask
good, 'cause-
because I know you did the
No,
you
go for it.
I know you did like that venue for Baby J. Is there any other like venues or events? Like, dude, I'd love to see like a wedding, like a
wedding?
wedding where
That'd
you
be
guys
cool.
do like that.
Yeah.
That'd be
Well,
tight.
I had my grandma do some for our wedding.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
make them, but my grandma did some for our wedding.
Nice.
But no, a wedding, I haven't
No.
I haven't gotten there
You
yet.
should get into that, dude.
There's a lot of
Okay,
birthdays.
Yeah,
I've done a lot of
birthday
birthdays. Yeah, and then right before COVID, I started making these letters,
Oh, okay,
Oh, I
okay.
remember that.
like
Yeah.
donuts
Mhm.
shaped in
Shaped as letters.
Yeah, and I got a lot of those too. I got a lot of
Gotcha,
those too.
Is there like a specific like go to like hands down? I could sell these every single day.
The letter
Like,
O's.
is- The letter
The
O.
letter O's.
the letter O's? You just mean donuts in general?
Like which donut
Yeah.
is like your best seller? I guess you could say
I would want to say the cinnamon sugar.
cinnamon sugar.
That's the original, right?
The
the original one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can go for one of those right now.
I know. I was almost like, dude, I